first time it happened was 2001, and I don't know, it's helped me grow as a person, helped me learn, helped me love, helped me forgive.
That's really, really amazing, honestly. It's really fascinating stuff, you know, and it's real, you know.
Well, that's the thing. If it doesn't happen to you, most people won't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's all these stories from all around the world. I mean, there's almost 8 billion people. And if it didn't happen to you, you're going to be like, oh, well, that's fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame, really, because it really does seem to, like, it opens people up to this, like, whole other... It helps them not, I guess, be so chained to, like, this... I don't know, like this limited kind of framework that people kind of get stuck in. Like, there's more out there to... There's, like, this really really interesting element to existence that's really, like... You can interact with it in this really, like, profound way if it's done right.
It's so beautiful if you just allow it to happen. If you just listen. Get out of your own head a little bit sometimes and trust what your heart and your body is feeling, man.
But check this out. Your experience might not be for them.
It might not be for anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Some people are woke, some people are not. You know, I mean,
and that actually gets even harder, because you find yourself surrounded by people that just really would rather, and everybody's gonna get there. That's what my mother told me. Everybody's gonna get there, but people just would rather be surrounded by ignorance. You know, happiness is bliss.
Right.
It's like they don't want truth, and I can't handle that, man. I'm like, now I need questions answered. But
the questions, you know, you're gifted. I mean, you should know by now that you need to be answered is within.
Oh,
just like it talks about. It talks about in the book of book of Ezekiel, I will give you the hidden secrets that's not written on paper.
Yep. You know, I don't look to the sky for my father. I'm just going to go with that. Mm-hmm. And I look within. Mm-hmm. I look within because that was the message that I perceived.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody else is on their own journey.
Salute to everybody on YouTube.
I say, like, that whole message.
I'm live on TikTok.
Within. I mean, it's hard. I think it's really easy to get stuck in, like, words sometimes, and, like, when things are oversaid, it's the kind of important it is lost. But there is something to be said about kind of just closing your eyes and, like, releasing all of this, like, external information, like, going within, right? And you can access something inside of yourself if you do that in, like, a certain way, that's, like, really, really just, I don't know, it's, like, extremely profound. Like, some really interesting things can start to happen. And it's a can of worms, but anyway, thanks for listening.
It'll open up a can of worms in your brain and in your heart, in your soul. It's awesome if you trust it. If you trust the process.
Right. See, this is why I tell a lot of people.
Meditation, the whole 9 yards.
There you go. But don't forget about that breathing technique. That breathing technique is very important.
I've got lots of breathing techniques.
Yeah. Well, usually the rich crowd breathe from their mouth, you know what I'm saying? and out. But usually, the monk meditation, you breathe in through your nose and you
Out through your
hold it,
mouth.
then you let out slowly. You
You
know,
let out. You should do it equally, and you should also imagine where your thoughts are going and your emotions,
manifestation. Yes,
and breathe it out. Send it out. People think manifestation.
Be very careful with meditation. Meditation is the same thing as like praying and rituals.
It is.
And I only know from experience because when I went to meditate, it was all just for peacefulness and love. And I tried to meditate to bring that out. And when I did, after my encounter, something followed me home, and then I started having paranormal activity at home. So you have to be careful because meditation is very powerful, and you can bring things in, just like prayer. You're just not praying to something specifically. Meditation is the same thing as praying.
That is actually a really good point. Sorry to interrupt you if you want to.
No, hop in.
Because I was going to say, this is where it gets kind of tedious, because with my own, I used to meditate, whatever that even is, like 6 hours a day, every day for like a couple of years. I was really intense with it. And I have to say that I did notice that I became very sensitive. And if you don't handle that sensitivity in like a really specific way, I think you do become very vulnerable to this unseen realm or this unseen world
Right.
that's really hard to define. And so there are dynamics in that realm that and some of it is, I would say negative in the way it influences humans, but it can make you more susceptible to depression afterwards, or
anxiety.
Yep. Anxiety and frustration, stuff like that. If you don't manage that in like this really structured way, and I think that's where a lot of people kind of might go wrong with it.
Depression and anxiety, just really quick, I'll be short. Depression comes from thinking about the past. Anxiety comes thinking about the future. You're not living in the moment. So you're creating these emotions inside your body that you can't control because you're too worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. And a bird doesn't worry about where it's going to get its food tomorrow. I'll promise you that. But we're too worried about how we're going to pay our rent or do this or that tomorrow. And then vice versa. Depression is worrying about the past.
Mm-hmm. It talks about that in the book of, what book? Proverbs, or it talks about that, about, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Built into the construct to have 1 foot and smaller, just how the brain counts. It's got over unity cranial nerves that go to both hemispheres, and the way it ends, it's like we always have, and we need to plan for the next, but it's always energetic states. What is due? We forget about the above and below also has a within and without. And cycle rates of the biologic. I fasted a lot. Now, like I ate today in the afternoon. I'm not hungry. I don't even know if I'll sleep tonight. I feel so energized today. I've had a nice day. I talked to a few people up, really nice. Met with yogis over the weekend that walked all the way to DC from Fort Worth, Texas. That was freaking amazing. So it's like weird, but I know that I'm gonna get tired again, and I'll have some downtime. But whenever I feel that I'm getting a little depressed at all, something new. I have to just do something new. I just have to kickstart this thing. But the first year was basic hell for me, kind of. I wanted to go back so bad. Within the first month, on the 19th floor balcony in a luxury penthouse apartment or thing on the beach for a vacation, I wanted to hit the swimming pool from the balcony.
Damn.
I thought I could make it. I knew I could. I did it as a kid from ladders in the roof of the house into 2 feet of water, no problem. But this was 4 feet. That all ran through my head. I thought I could find tools even to take the balcony apart so I could get a better run. But something just kept me here, tempted me with all these things of going back to that bliss. I don't know what it is about the developer, but it's putting us through all this. And it may feel like the devil sometimes. And if you see it in his face, you'll say, that's the devil looking on the guy.
I wish I knew your doctor. He gave you some good stuff. Oh, but my bad.
No, it's just, I did all this with no outside chemistry. This was all with temperature stress, breath meditation, and a suffering and extreme pain all the time. And so my levels of, when I put off sugars and put off anything that I liked, I was emptying my cups of anything that I liked. And that was the only question it asked me was, how was it? And I was throwing away everything that I liked. Because it no longer served me. I couldn't stand another day. But, and I feel you, man, it's so hard. I'm getting so much better, but I've paid attention to these 12 Schulzer cell salts, not just sodium chloride salts. All these different things it's shown me is so bizarre. And, you know, if people pick up part of it and it helps them a little bit, man, I hope it's great. You know, anything. That's why we're here, I guess, to help each other. Get to feel some kind of better.
I
At
agree.
least to feel better about the tension of what might happen after here. Well, a being of pure awareness that can never unalive will be aware. And to sit in that scale and have shake with the loveliest love feeling. Don't go into the light. Be grateful for whatever has been happening. And just be curious as to why. Because there is no AEI and why sometimes. The only primal vowels are the 3 sounds of the I, the E, and the stretch of the O. Thus, even in whale song deep, and AI just translated some of that to a particular species that was, they've said it's clearly saying to watch out for these boats. They're coming on the new pattern or something like that. It actually got verbals from whales. So, I mean, it's all from these sounds.
What did you say about the AEIOU? The oldest. That's
Well,
pretty much the oldest sound, the oldest frequency.
yeah, the 3-letter sounds of the I and the stretch of the O, the E and the O.
AEIOU.
Yeah, but see, we've stretched those AEIOU and sometimes Y. That should be the question to ask the deity at the end. AEIOUY. You stripped away our natural birthright to know what was right to do. And you gave us this not complete salt package and all mixed up different densities of everybody likes different things, and you just make us do stuff together. It's doing it all for us to have this.
You know, if you say that sound right, that can be heard from outer space, right?
You know, I know. I've been with the source. She's my wife. I got married.
Everything you can do is transferred across the entire universe and instantaneous. It's like quantum physics will tell you that I can explain it like this. If you point your finger at a mirror is infinite. If you look into it, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Well, if you just touch your finger to the mirror, you see your finger on the other side. Well, that's the other side of the universe. It's literally instantaneous. It's instantaneous.
The heart is doing that.
The heart is doing it. Exactly. The speed of light is slow. The speed of light is slow.
I mean, they're connected through the one muscle that wraps around the whole thing if you unwrap it, but the way they work, it's 2 plasma charge engines that are both a 2-cycle. They communicate to each other on both sides.
Yep.
They only communicate through the body.
Just like your brain does. Just like when you say wiggle my finger, you didn't have to say wiggle my finger. It just moved.
Yeah. It's that.
Same thing.
Yeah. And it weighs and measures the salts of the earth, your lymphatic salts. If you didn't eat a hemlock, you get more than 8 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I try to tell them it's a plasma charged engine, and it weighs and measures repulse and impulse. That's primal. You get stepped on, you get stung to know you have to swat a bee.
What else is plasma? What else is plasma?
Everything is plasma, but it's in a gelatinous to a solidish form because of its vibratory pattern. It's just that strange.
It's not that strange. You seem to have a better idea about it than most scientists, and
Don't know how to explain.
I guess society is how I'm going to say that.
I got a hold of a scientist friend of mine who's a PhD electrical engineer. He has high patents with the he helped design the tokamak containment field and a bunch of other stuff. And he's going to retire next year, so we're going to get to spend some time. We got to talk on the phone a few times, and we're excited because I could never stay in college to do the electrical engineering. And the way I was talking to him, I was explaining stuff to him in his field that he had forgotten about, and enhancing some of his thoughts. So it was really fun to connect with. He was an exchange student brother of mine for a year from Germany.
It's such a blast.
Yeah.
Even this has actually been a very good live tonight. The whole conversation, everybody's been very respectful, and this has been awesome. Conversation is great.
I don't know if I'm on mute or if you guys can hear me.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad that you like it. I'm trying to get my dogs ready to go out on a walk with me so I can try to catch some orbs, but I can't find my jacket.
Oh,
I don't
you're
know how
fine.
I can miss my jacket, but I've looked everywhere.
You know, when it's really, really cold now, I try this new practice. I'm silly this way because I walked it barefoot in the snow for about an hour and never felt it. So I do it real short, just a few breaths. I don't have to do much, but I take my shoes off and I go out barefoot. And I take a few breaths and I feel the fascia and it locks up the heat sites of my feet. And I just do that. And then I usually don't get very cold at all. But I think because all the times I was swimming, I've upped my mitochondrial percentage because they replicate when you shiver, when you get cold, when you do the cortisol flush, they replicate. And yeah, it's helped me a lot to get more healthy, have more mitochondria. I think look up the Wim Hof method. I know cold's not good for you, so that's a tough one. Oh my gosh.
It's actually I wish I could do a cold plunge. It's actually good for you. With my Renauds and stuff like that, I
can't think.
There is no.
Yeah,
I've lived in negative 40-degree weather before. Nome, Alaska, and no, I don't want no part of the cold. And I think the Pacific Northwest, 30 degrees and raining, or right about that stage of freezing, that's even more miserable because you're wet and cold.
It's hard to make a fire there. I was a Boy Scout young, and we learned how to make fires up along. We'd go camping way up in the mountains. We'd head towards Paradise at Mount Rainier. That's a visitor center, but we'd go up that way and find a place to camp. And it was always rainy. The bluest skies you'll ever see there, the cobaltest blue, though, is up there, but it's only 3 or 4 days a year. Unless you get above the clouds, then it's that way all the time.
I know.
And there's not that much oxygen up there. I ran into a moose at altitude, taking a son-in-law.
In Washington?
No, in Yellowstone.
Okay.
Yellowstone is where? Yellowstone is where?
This was in the Montana part. It's Montana,
Okay.
Idaho, Wyoming.
Yep, yep.
This is
It's
Montana
big.
part.
Yellowstone is big.
And it's in the caldera in the backcountry in the volcano. And they got a permit to take a son-in-law to be on an adventure. I had been on the treasure hunt looking for the guy because I love the mountains and I'd go on trips just to go look for this treasure. I went twice. But then I realized that I didn't take enough pictures of this such a beautiful place, so I went 2 more times just to take pictures. But I took my son-in-law to take pictures and to bond with him, just to hike the mountains, go see some waterfalls that not very many people ever see. And halfway there, about 3 miles over very rugged terrain, climbing from 8,000 to 8,600 feet, he got sick, altitude sickness. And I had to carry his pack and mine and help him walk. So I had to leapfrog my pack 3 miles. And it got dark. And we found bear crap right in the trail. I showed him where it was, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was kicking it apart with a stick. He's like, "Why are you doing that? To see what it ate?" I said, "No, I want to see if it's steaming. It's below freezing. If it's hot, it's close."
If it's hot, it's close. Exactly.
Right? I don't know why that thought came to me so fast to do all that. But the next morning, after I got him to sleep and I got up, I got a quick stove, I made some coffee, and I was looking for firewood to make a fire to get him warm. I got charged by a moose in the meadow with a tiny little tree with nowhere to go except a circle around that tiny little tree.
And people have most people, excuse me. I can't speak for everybody. Have no idea how big a moose is or how aggressive they are.
Oh, they huge.
Yeah. I learned a lot about a moose that day, and the one stick I had in my hand was big enough to throw and make noise, but it was big enough to break it and have 2. So I thought to my head, quick, I'll break it and have 2. I'll throw this one there, that might distract it. When I went to break it, the Most High voice says, "You break it, it sees you." And that was it. I didn't break the damn stick, I threw it. I said, what? Where did that voice come in like Alan Watts telling me something?
Well, that was a little bit of a telepathy moment, maybe,
Exactly.
or just an inner voice.
Yeah, but that
Who knows what that really is?
I was
what
sure
it all
that's the
is.
higher one because I was taking that in my life review. It showed me every place that it stepped in and told me something insightful, big. That was one of them. I fought in the American Gladiator show once, and it told me a few things while I was fighting. And I got a plastic gold medal for that. That was fun. But yeah, several times, but also a lot of the bad. I told you, see, you shouldn't have done that. But the biggest one, and when it says that you can do things like Christ in the book, at 14, I had just recovered from an eye injury, and I got a job from my neighbors. I could clean their pool for $5 a week. Just check it once in a while to make sure it's not too dirty. The dad had lost his job. He was a nuclear physicist, and he was doing other things for work. Turns out it was on the Breaking Bad side of he was a physicist, by the way. He knew chemistry. I was leaving to go ride someone else's skateboard ramp because someone hit mine with a car and in front of my house. So trying to leave, I kept getting reminded to check their pool. And so I did after a few, telling myself I didn't need $5 right now. But I went back there and pulled their daughter out of a pool, and she was a toddler. She was purple. She had no pulse, no nothing. And just praying in minimal CPR, I felt her come back. The fascia lights up like nothing else. And she got hot. She was purple and cold. The water was 50-something degrees. So
Yeah.
Everybody can be the conduit, can be the super. Everyone is Crystallis hydraulis within them, but the super is a rise up, usually maybe just a flare, a satori, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember who asked me earlier what my sign was.
I did. That's
Water, earth, fire, or or
That was Royal. That was me, X.
okay.
No, no, no.
I don't know, but you know, I think people, we take for granted the abilities that we have, or we've forgotten, you know, or people don't recognize, or they don't know, but or they're afraid. They're too afraid to learn. Too afraid. They think they've been conditioned to think that it's, you can't look at any other book than this book. But
Sorry, guys.
knowledge is knowledge.
If that's the case, we shouldn't have to look. We shouldn't even look at the Bible because they don't even got all the books in there.
No kidding. I agree with you.
I mean, you really don't even have to
I
read
would
it.
prefer to read the Ethiopian Bible.
There you go. There you go. And
but
get
I'm
and
still
check.
showing.
Speaking of Ethiopia, don't you know it's 2000 and I believe it's 2010 or 18 there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The timeline is different because we went to the Gregorian calendar,
They more
Gregory
accurate.
Augustine, yeah, they did some things to our
and that was the Catholic Church. That was the Catholic Church that did that.
Oh, and then the
And they
French,
erased 1,000 years, I think, about.
changing the month calendar to the years the way it is to New Year's being January doesn't make sense either. The
And it's-
cycles of the moon,
Nor does the beginning of the year make sense
well,
to be in the middle of winter.
just the
when
way the heart
spring-
operates.
when
the same
spring-
cycles. Yeah,
When
the same
spring is the
cycles.
cycle of life.
But it's 29 and a half days for one cycle, or and one
28.
cycle.
28.
And 28 for the moon,
And
but
there's
28
1 day extra.
29 and a half days for the sun. Eventually, those have to equate, and it works on a 3-year out and a 1 day leap year in between. You know what I mean? April 1st was that leap year, that leap day. But it works out over a 3-year period that way to equate. And that's how it was, but it was confusing, I guess, to the French who wanted to conquer the world and said, he's the one. Weren't they the ones that allowed Columbus to go? Or Spain?
So-
I don't know.
The way I heard it was that, okay, so I know you were talking above, but we have 12 months. The Gregorian calendar turned it into 12 months of disassociated numbers. I don't even know, but 31 this month, 32 that month. There's leap year. There's this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not only is a woman's cycle or the moon cycle 28 years or 28 days, and there's 13 months in a year, which is what it used to be, and there's 1 day left over. And what I said was what you were talking about. This is the part I'm getting to. That day that's extra, I was told, was the resurrection day, like, or the beginning day, or
Sunday was supposed to be the first day of the week.
Yeah, the Shabbat's on Saturday, but the spring first day is when the nut seeds that have been cracked can sprout, and it lasts for the first month, usually in April on average. It's a month
usually
long
in
thing
April
from
on average.
It's a month-long thing from the first opening of the new moon through the full back out. That's one cycle. Everything's about cycles, and we think it's about time.
Time doesn't exist.
It's just for management on when to get
Well,
to work.
it's for us to use as a tool.
Yeah, that's a tool.
Right.
It's a tool. It's like a tape measure in your box or in your tool bag.
it's like I say, the brain is a carpenter. The heart is a true carpenter.
We
The brain
are
is a messed up
carpenters. We are carpenters. Everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're building experience, but it actually counts 5'9" off of the principles. It's a true carpenter, but then the brain calculates carpentry and gives us our. Well, we got to have our what we like. That's why we're so different.
Well,
Everybody's subject is different.
the heart wants what it wants. People have different desires. People have different.
Why do you want a sport car? I wanted a sport car so bad, and so did my best friend at the time, dearest friend. I just went to the Buddha Festival with his new wife. I didn't realize I wanted the car because I wanted to drive it. He wanted the car because it was a rock star's car to have, man. What he became was, and I finally bought one, beat up, $2,500 for a Porsche 928. I did a 150 in it for probably half an hour. I ran all the circuit. I put extra wide tires. I did everything that thing could do, except never could get it to flip over.
Oh wow!
And I'm glad at that. But I mean, I always kept it on the road. But he never took his over 80 miles an hour. And it's like, wow, and he loved it just as much, I bet. But it's like we all have different subject, different object, different this, different that, because there's almost 9 billion of us.
That's like half the guys in the country with their big giant pickups with these big giant tires, and they're probably never ever gonna go out into the woods or 4-wheel drive that thing.
There used to be a place
It's
where you could.
pavement princess. It's a pavement princess.
There was a place here where you could, and trucks like Bigfoot, the ones that you see in the arenas, would come and practice and play. And there was a place not far that you could have any truck, car, anything you wanted put on a 4-wheel drive chassis up with 44-inch tires on it. It was a big thing up here back in the early 80s. But they shut all that down because people started fighting out there and finding unalive people. People living in the woods that shouldn't be, and all kinds of things. So they shut it all down.
In the early 80s, in Nome, Alaska, so we went north from Nome into, I think, a town called Council. I think it's north from Nome, because Nome is right on the Bering Sea. Anyways,
I'm listening.
A friend of mine worked in
I
Prudhoe Bay.
lost my train of thought.
A friend of mine worked in Prudhoe Bay, way up there in the North Face. Yeah, it's cold as shit up there. They never shut the vehicles off certain times of the year. You can't shut them off; they won't start again.
I got a question.
Oh yeah.
I have a question.
If you're not plugged in, that's actually one of the jobs my dad had. There would be trucks or rigs. We would get phone calls, and they were completely like the house was snowed in up to the roof line, and there's a truck in there, and we had to get the truck out.
Yeah,
and then you'd have to plug it in for fucking. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. For a long time before you could get that thing to start. But yeah, I mean it's
What areas was so secluded that they didn't want y'all to go? Was it a military base there?
No, you were allowed to go anywhere you wanted, and I remember what I was getting ready to say. My dad's had his. I've been up on the top of a mountain so high that my dad had to have his truck helicopter lifted off, and we had to have rescue twice. And people in Alaska said there's no way you got all the way up there in a Chevy pickup. Yes, we did.
Wow.
it's a lot easier to climb real high in a tree than it is come back down, right?
Yeah. I tell you what, you get yourself in a bad position, and there's no coming back down because I mean it's like a quad on a hill climb. You might as well just roll it all the way to the bottom.
Yeah. A friend of mine on Memorial Day last year went home. Let's say he was kind of crazy. A dirt worker. He owned different machines and did all this stuff and had a nice business. Always had the finest toys. No matter what somebody had, he had to have a better one. I had a little truck, he had to have a bigger one. He always did that. But he got into rock crawlers. And he went out to some big event, some big national event, and he was the one that unalived there. He went his way though.
Yeah, but he went out the way. Listen, I would like to say this. All of us, everybody here on this planet right now, we get so hung up on the physical world and we forget that we're not eternal energy. When you were in the womb of your mother, you weren't worried about when you popped out to this place. And this place is technically a womb. And you shouldn't be worried about when you pop out into the next place.
I know that. I don't have to believe any of that. I know.
No, you don't. You don't have to believe it.
Maybe like the physical world is the spirit world, but it's like a condensed like version of it. And so when you do things like, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the word meditation, to be honest, but when you do that and you do open yourself up to like the fact that there is like this unseen whatever spiritual element, if you can really kind of master the art of understanding whatever that is, how it works, then maybe you can have more control over the condensed version of that, which is the physical world. Do you know what I mean? But we do very the opposite way, like we try and organize our physical environment and we don't realize that there's like this huge component of spiritual. It's really like a limited version of this spiritual realm rather than this spiritual.
We try to control it.
Physical, something like that.
It's
Yes,
even
ma'am.
so much that our capacity to think well is hard. I've seen the studies where they did stuff when people died in prison and changed their dynamic crazy. But I go back to that because that's all I was doing was trying to make the body healthier, paying attention to it. And it showed me that the 10 Commandments are 5 principles of relationship for you and your body. And those 5 principles of relationship with you to your body will bring everything back out to you and your body health. Then you can relate better to use those same principles to the rest of the world. But the world, in the scriptures, the heavens and earth is like left and right hemispheres. Where you get your and where you get your ha. The way your crosstalk works has to go from earth base to heaven. It has to go blue.
Your first breath and the first sound you make.
Yeah. Like something touches you. Who's there? What the heck is that? So you can go ha, okay, all right. That sequence is a circle. You have to figure that out to get out of it. Hope it's not a tiger in a locked room. You know what I mean?
Well, if it is a tiger in a locked room, then you better be really in tune with your higher point, because then it'll be okay.
Like David in the in the lion's den.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you know the tiger, if the tiger knows you, you're cool.
Yeah,
I had
you're
a friend
cool.
that he raised cougars, the mountain lions.
Yep.
And I went in the enclosure while he kept his female away from me because she didn't really like people. I knew his young male, and when it was a kitten, and I played with it all the time. Me and it were great, so I went in the enclosure with it, and it got so excited that it picked me up by my stomach. and then with its neck, and then it stood up and held me up against the enclosure wall while I pet it and stuck my hand in its mouth so it could taste me again. That was so energetic, but that's like not even.
It was scary also.
Well, but it was so powerful that to sit there, it was long enough held to realize that it's not trying to hurt me. I said to my friend,
It picked you up like
I was nothing, and
like,
I weighed 200
like you were kind of like you were a kitten by the back of the neck.
But by my stomach muscle to a
But by your
t-shirt.
stomach muscles.
And it didn't break the skin. How did it do that? Such control from such a 200 and a few pound cat. And that's the feeling that it felt like in the abyss, being held in such love and intent, but it was so powerful. It felt like I was being held by 4 tigers. But that's kind of because it is a 4-pole reality. I forgot about that.
Well, yeah.
It's just like 4 major tension points held with such power, but no damage, because there's no physical form to damage. But yet I could feel presence of humidity in patterned wave, which was odd. That goes back to some real old texts I found, but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. I just wanted to kind of clarify what I said, just so I'm not being too silly. But I think
We
it
want
is
to hear
important
your voice more.
thanks, Ryan. But like, it's important as well, though, to realize that we are in a physical environment, and like looking after your body and things like that is almost like. I think it's important not to kind of neglect that because of this spiritual. It's like this like weird like balance that you really need to get right, you know. And then once you're in that kind of center point, like when you're like a girl once explained it to me, like when you're like doing pottery and you have to get like the clay into this like certain point where it's like there's like this how do I explain it, like this like balance of where you can mold it, but you have to get it into like this moldable center point of like balance first. I don't know how to explain it, but that's almost like the art of living, is like you have to kind of balance the spiritual and the physical in like this way where you can then like kind of, I don't know, like harness it and like and create the. Am I making sense, or am I just? But like it's something like that. It's
more like is it more like Romans 12:2? Be not of the world, but be renewed in your mind.
Yes, you know what? The Bible gets so much slack, but there is some incredible spiritual knowledge in that book, and no one will ever convince me otherwise.
Absolutely. It's just the Western literature I don't agree with. Sorry.
Yeah, but it can get a bit tedious, but there are some things in there that, like the 7 deadly sins, like those are powerful spiritual, and also like the be transformed by the renewing of your mind instead of being like what you just said, royal. That's a really profound verse. And also like we are governed not by flesh and blood, but principalities, powers, and unseen spiritual forces. Like, but the 7 deadly sins is really, really powerful because it kind of aligns with like the teachings of Confucius, the Buddha, but people just switch off when you talk about the Bible.
Sorry to cut you off.
No.
I'm sorry.
It goes so deep that the Nimrod guy before King David,
Gilgamesh.
No, Nimrod.
Gilgamesh.
Well, I remember Gilgamesh, but say
Gilgamesh is Nimrod.
Okay, Nimrod.
Okay, what are we looking at though? What?
Okay, we don't have to argue over whose name is
Oh,
what.
okay, I forgot the different word. I forgot the different word.
Can hold on, y'all. Hold on, fellas. Hold on, guys.
I
What?
apologize.
What are we look? What are we looking at right now?
We're looking at an orb in real time.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hold on.
Now, the Nimrod comes up around 9 years old. After 8 years old, there's a fluctuating state changes, and so now you're on this wild adventure. Its brain state's changing. It's like you're on this wild adventure with Enkidu.
Can we focus in on what she's looking at right? I don't mean to cut you off, but
go ahead.
Yeah, can we? Because we don't want to miss this.
There is something around it. I'm gonna put my phone down for a second, you guys. I'm sorry because I want to try to catch it.
Okay.
And I can't do it with my phone. Being seen like that. Hold on, I'm so sorry, you guys.
You're fine.
I definitely see something.
And stop saying you're sorry.
And okay, another girl on here. Everybody was telling her that today too. I'm like, I so understand. I do it all the time. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to this and let you guys see it. Hold on. Okay, hold on. It's really not as easy trying to. Can you guys? Let me see. Okay.
We can see it.
We can definitely see it.
You guys keep watch on the right side of it and see if you see like extra.
Can you move the phone out the way? Let us see it naturally.
What phone?
Cause you.
Like
No, the
that?
phone you're holding.
Oh, that's the only reason you guys can see it.
I know, but can you just like, yeah, like that. We can see it. No, we can see it like that. Just don't use the other phone. Just use the phone you got. Yeah, like that. Do it naturally. Yeah.
You won't be able to see it.
Oh, we see it. We see it.
Yeah, Phoenix, you can see it, and there are extras at the side of it as well.
Okay, good. Because look, at first the other one was moving, and that's what I caught.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, what's this over here? Oh, there's one over here over the tree too. Hold on.
Oh, we see that. We see it. We see it. Yeah, you don't even have to use your other phone. Just like that. Yes.
Okay, right up here, there's something. I literally can't see it unless I were to zoom in. But there's something right there.
I hate TikTok won't let you do it, man. I hate that. Ooh,
So
what's
do I.
that? What's that? Oh,
This one?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that is predominantly shining down here. Do I have it set right?
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, did you guys see that?
Yes, we did. And I got it all recorded.
Oh my gosh. I knew I was seeing something up there. Oh, there it is. Did you see it again?
I see something.
You guys, I have to record it on my other phone. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Do your thing, Mama. Do your thing.
I'm gonna set this up so maybe you guys can see it like that. I don't know, but that's why I say some of these things sit there and look like stars, and you think that they're stars, and then all of a sudden you're like, nope, I knew it wasn't a star.
Oh, I agree.
What is a star?
We are the stars. If you are a superstar.
So I'm gonna definitely let you guys see this, and what I feel like is like how they're linked together. I'll show you in a second, but I'm seeing frequencies linked between the two. I bet you anything that there is a ship behind there somewhere.
Absolutely. And don't let nobody else tell you different.
Okay. All I know is that my back.
Hey, all right now. All right now. You got men up here now. All right.
Finish it off. Finish it off.
Because we will. I know I will.
Shit, I'm being really loud. It's late out here.
No, I will. Anyway, let me get my mind out the gutter.
Look at that one above the tree. Wait, okay. Do you guys see it?
Yes, I do.
That one's twinkling pretty good too.
I can barely see it in this form. I like the way you were showing it originally, but that's just
Oh,
my
what's that?
opinion.
What state you in?
Washington
I'm in
State.
Oh yes.
Seattle.
Oh yes.
Let me do this real fast. I gotta zoom in on my other phone so I can try to catch it. Let me get my finger out of the way, sorry. Now I lost it.
Camera I haven't used for a long time. I want to get out. I need to find it.
There it is.
There it is.
100
There it
times
is.
soon. Yeah, there it is.
Uh-oh, you guys. There it was.
You know, you should get you a
Oh,
terminal.
there's another one. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, it has a diamond shape to it. I see it. That's the same one I get over here in Texas. You see the diamond shape on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a diamond shape. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to form a toroid of energy to form like a tokamak. It's a toroid. Thing is like a black hole expressive, or combinations of smaller ones. Like hydrogen is a black hole.
It's a singularity.
Yeah, everything is a singularity, or what we'd call a black hole, or well, I think they're a little different, but still, it's a point of expression and packets of information that can cause adaptive change. But out in the cosmos, biological is like 1,000 times different than what runs us, and we're in between.
Mm-hmm.
Our biological battery runs off of more stimulation than you'd think, probably from the solar winds and the pressures now. Like if you have extra energy problems the last weeks or whatever, the solar storms have been kind of crazy.
Yep. You know, our electrolytes reacts off of, that.
12 Schulzler cell salts were the original DAPA was 12 months. 12, they come seasonally. 3 from Ninhursag, and then Nana Utatu and Ninyana each give 3. So that's 12. I think there's another salt, but sand is a salt, silica oxide.
Sand is the oldest, I believe.
That's a hard salt, and it comes enough in the air. I think even dust. There's enough.
Everyone's low, guys.
Oh wow, that's
Yes, it
perfect.
does.
We have to have some calcium fluoride. They're both toxic to a degree, but they have to be a good fuel salt when they're together in nature. Sodium and chloride are toxic by themselves.
Fluoride by itself is toxic.
Yeah, they all are, but together, I was saying, calcium and fluoride together are a fuel salt. In the pipe separate, they're not supposed to be, because calcium builds up in a lot of pipes and whatever. But I think it's just, there's more.
Are you guys seeing this?
Yes,
Wow.
we are.
Look at it. Oh gosh, somebody's breaking a bottle behind me.
Yes, we are.
It looks like a spinal cord in the sky.
Yeah, it does. It's actually a tree that's out beyond. It's well, I hope that it didn't just go hide behind. Oh, there it comes back.
There it is, right there.
In the world. Whoa.
That's a different color even.
Have y'all not noticed that all the colors that you see?
Whoa, I see 3 of them. Yo, you got 1, 2.
Is there 2 of them?
Man, I see 2 of them. It's one behind that tree and it's one down on the bottom.
I was going to say, is the other one down by the bottom?
Yes.
I think you guys might be seeing the city lights.
No, baby, that ain't not no damn city light, because the same thing was on the right. You see that there, right there on the bottom?
Oh, okay.
There you go.
What you're talking about.
It's just not lit up like the other one.
Yes, it is. I don't know what you seeing. I see one in the sky and one on the bottom. And they bright.
I see one on the right and a half of
I see 3 of them. I see 3 of them. Girl, you got contact over there.
Every night. Well, when it
I've never been able to get a video of anything I've ever saw. I'm like, how do these people do this?
You know, this one's a good one. I feel it. That one's a strong one.
Communicate with
Do
it.
you see the frequency around it?
Communicate with it. Talk to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Talk to
you
it.
can talk to it.
Talk to it.
Just use your head.
Talk
You don't-
to it.
You don't even have to speak out loud. Just
There's another one.
speak in your brain. Telepathy.
Yeah,
Don't hit
you
each
can
other.
see,
It'll.
yeah, it's gonna come, yeah, so it's passing right behind at Phoenix,
Yep.
yeah.
What you are seeing, guys, real life, unknown. We gonna call it a Dora bag. That's not we yeah.
We gotta
Wow.
make a word up for it somehow.
They've been in pictures for thousands of years.
I want
Paintings
to
and
see what this one's doing.
Talking about the one in the sky.
Yeah, that one just kind of. Oh.
Look at that other one.
Oh wow.
Now you see,
Oh.
that's right.
Wow. Be still.
Okay,
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
I'm trying not to, you guys. I swear I'm trying not to.
Oh
So hard.
my
Don't make me
the
God.
laugh.
colors are switching so awesome.
They got me holding still over here.
They're going to like pass through each other in just
Yeah.
a moment, where they
That's right.
exchange whatever they're exchanging.
Yeah, that's right at music.
There's another one.
There's another one right.
Oh, I'm coming out there to visit. I'm
It's
coming out there to
beautiful up
visit.
there. I haven't been there
See,
for
I
a
said
long
don't make
time.
me laugh. Now I'm moving all over the place.
I'm coming to visit.
Wow.
So what you watching, fellas? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, real life UAP.
Yeah.
Oh, stay
Oh
still.
my gosh.
Don't move. Don't move. Don't
Look at
move.
them. They're gonna connect. They're gonna like pass
Yeah.
each other or touch. And you
Yeah,
can see
that's
the
right.
exchange of energy. Y'all watch it.
Hope they don't fight.
No, they're not.
Right now, it's happening.
Oh my God.
Watch them come back to it.
Don't move. Just stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Okay, after this one moves, I seriously have to take a breath.
Where did it
Because
go?
I can't.
Oh, okay.
It's over here.
Do it. This is yours, darling. You do it the way you want.
Oh no, I'm like, push it, girl, push it. You can do it.
I
I can
knew
do it.
you would. I knew you would.
I can't believe you could even
Oh,
get
Oh
shot like
wow.
that.
you guys.
Like I said,
Oh my
they sneak
gosh.
up behind you.
Hold on. Get right, Don.
What?
I mean, Phoenix.
What is happening?
What in the world?
Oh my gosh, look at that.
What out of this world?
Oh wow.
That one just like beamed up when. Okay, hold on, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm getting right.
Yeah, you moving too much right now.
Look at how they're lining up.
They should like shape a triangle and move to that effect.
What is so special about the West Coast?
There's a few places that are known for extra. West Texas has the lights of Marfa. They're really strange. I saw them once.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona has the Phoenix light, the big
Yeah, the Phoenix light.
triangle that's been seen many times.
Yeah, we see that all the time.
Move to Mars lives out there by Area 51. He's got some acreage out there. And he likes to go out by himself for long periods of time and meditate in volcanoes and stuff. And he sees a lot of stuff.
It's in Seattle. Somebody is asking in the comments. I'm so sorry I'm not even able to look in the comments right now, and I have none of my mods in here right now. But
Oh,
I'm in Seattle, Washington.
I think I see a couple of fairies in the tree too.
Whoop whoop, Washington!
They're toward the top.
I'm out of this place. I'm tired of it.
You and me both, brother.
I'm heading
That's
down
why I keep
south.
telling
I'm going to
them, oh my gosh,
Arizona,
guys, okay, I have
Texas,
to take a break.
Utah, or Nevada.
Oh my God.
Texas got a lot of things down here to do.
Oh yeah. Houston, we have a problem. Nick.
I used to work around the stop six and the ship channel yards on the railroad down there. Man, there's some not great neighborhoods. We took a whole railroad yard out down there, gave it back to the city for taxes.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Crazy city. But
Texas,
What?
where at?
I've been in every city, every railroad track in Texas I've been on. That's Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, MKT, Mopac, Texas and Pacific. I heard out with Texas and Pacific, Mopac.
Ooh, look at that store over there. Look at that store over there. Look, right there. That's definitely something right there.
Phoenix, what direction are you looking at? North, south, east, or west?
Look, I'm looking towards where the beach would be.
That explains
That's
everything.
up on the ridge, right? That's above the sunken land.
Yes. Yes. And then over here, if you go this way, it's right, right over here is where Mount Rainier is. So the mountain you can see is right across from here, but you can't see it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is going to be over on the beach side of things, like the west side of Seattle.
You used to inner tube down
that one way down low.
Go all the way down to Lake
Just come up.
Washington.
Ooh,
It's going up.
Place for runoff water, we had inner tube in that river all the way down and get picked up down the lower below the river.
Yeesh. That thing's all the way over in Japan.
wow. Girl, what the hell you got going on over there?
Look at the different colors like around it that it's radiating.
Girl, we see
The
it.
whole
And it's
ring of
even
fire,
soft like that.
that whole ring of fire around the Pacific Rim is pretty hot
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, it's hiding. It's hiding.
That's what I'm picking
It
up.
is so active right now. It's a little bit
Wait a minute.
nerve-wracking.
What's those other two lights right there in the bushes?
Probably lights coming through from the town.
You need your
Look, I
Hagstone.
gotta show you.
You need.
I don't want to think there's anything staring at me right now, but the town. Do you see them above a town?
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Breeze though.
Me too.
Oh, that's why I'm gonna be happy to go back because I'm gonna check out my window because for 2 nights in a row, there's been a crazy. I haven't. Nothing has happened to me like that yet, at all, and like orbs started coming into the tree and right in front of my room, and I was like, oh my gosh! The first night. I was kind of going through it. It was the night before Mother's Day, and
You should, you know what? You should like go YouTube and just put a camera in front of there while you go to sleep, just to, you know what I'm saying?
oh, I was thinking about that too.
Denise, go ahead and say what you were saying.
See that one?
Ooh.
That's right over me.
Ooh.
See that upper right here, and that is right here.
Yeah, that one, Phoenix, if you realize, it's like you have, there's always going to be one, it's always going to be like standing guard. That's what it does.
Yeah, that's
There's
this one.
basically, stand guard. It every night it will come out, and as though it's waiting for you or watching, or, well, I don't want to say watching over you, but yeah, there's always one. And that particular one always tends to sort of bring out the rest.
Yes, indeed.
I'm trying to see. Here we go.
And pay attention to the trees too.
Uh-oh. You're not going to be able to. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that's right, because sometimes they also do sit in the trees as well. Sometimes they even come down to the ground
Yes.
Yeah.
and lay on the grass.
And they also communicate through the
I
trees
see
and the
it.
grass.
Sorry, guys. This thumb doesn't work. It's oh my goodness, I got way off.
Have y'all noticed that the colors that they're flashing are not exactly the colors that we have here on this planet? They're a little bit different.
Yes. That music is so right. Actually, I was talking to someone about that a couple of days as well, that the colors are unique.
Well, I got a good 30-second video on that one.
They pulsate.
They do
No.
pulsate. They
say
remind
you-
me.
Yeah, you look at the planets; they don't pulsate, but all the stars, they pulsate. They're torrids.
They remind me of electric Doritos. I swear. I'm like, I see everybody else's orbs and they look so soft and cuddly, and I'm like, mine look like you'll get zapped if you get by them.
Wow.
Or even
Well, I
get
can't
sick.
get my pictures up because I've got some really great shots of some orbs. It's completely morphed.
Watch how this.
I was wanting to take some more pictures, and I got so busy. I'm remodeling my bus. I've just bought a camper. I'm trying to get ready to travel, so I've been busy.
Sorry, you guys, it's moving all over the place, but.
What is that?
What is that flying around?
Now that's
I
that
think
reflection.
it might be.
Yeah, that's a reflection
Camera.
off a camera. Yeah, but that right there.
It's not a star.
Wait a minute. I see stuff coming off of it, and this is something. It's something
Like
above it.
frequency.
I see. Oh, wait a minute. I see stuff. I see stuff moving around.
What do you feel like it is? Do you feel like it's some sort of energy or fuel?
I think it's plasma.
Frequency.
Don't give
Yeah,
me the
I
line.
think it's energy,
Yes.
frequency.
Yeah. Everything is some form of plasma that's either stopped being. I mean, water. Plasma is water.
We are water.
Yeah, and plasma is another form of water, another state. There's gaseous, liquid, solids.
Oh yeah, that's a ball.
Look, now it's cloaking. Are you seeing that? Oh crap.
I think the moon and sun are plasma.
Yeah.
Did you see how before you couldn't see it barely, and then it started
Baby.
to cloak?
Baby, I'm looking. Girl, you got something going. You got some.
But
She's got some good footage.
at Phoenix, yeah, you see where
Yes.
you're thinking that green, is off your camera. That green is not off your camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing because
No,
at this
look at-
point, I'm like, why
yeah.
is it coming?
Happens as well with mines. And when I took a photo of it, it definitely was not off your camera. Yeah, look at the vibration. Yeah, the type of energy that is coming off of that green.
Wow.
I could literally see it.
She's right. I think.
You know,
Oh
when
crap, you guys, I have to.
you go back and look at this, you'll take a still shot, like